Okay, it says I'm live, and I found one of the webcams that works with the Mac. So get the Mac set up over here, and then the machine. And last night I was playing with a thing called Universal G-Code Sender. I had been playing with Carbide Motion a little bit, installed the new version. It was giving me some problems homing, not recognizing that it was homed, and just being kind of a pain in the ass. So I'm going to turn on the machine here, get a little bit of extra noise, and I'm going to pop open Universal G-Code Sender, and I'm going to see if my home position was saved overnight. I think it should have been. Now, why am I not getting Java to pop up? Because it's in another window open somewhere already. Come on. There it is. So, I'm going to connect to the machine. We should hear a clunk. No. I gotta unlock it. $X. Unlock. Okay, so now I should be able to, bump her around, change the inches, and that's one thing that's nice about Universal G-Code Sender is you can make the step increments a whole lot quicker than, and you can hold them down. So you can move the machine around a whole lot easier. But just gonna home the machine. It should go up. We should go to the back corners here. Make sure that I've got no wires stuffed in the rails. I got to do a little bit better cable management here. So now it's homed. I don't like it being in that corner. So last night I managed to, I was having problems doing the Carbide, but I managed to set a work location at about here. So to do that, all I should have to do now is return to 0. Boom. So now, anytime I fire up the machine, I can always go back to that spot. I will have to, depending on the bit, I'll still have to adjust my Z-axis up and down, but yeah, I like that. So that means if I go, oops, shut down the machine, and I'll do this lightly here, but it just gets moved to a random position. I can change a bit, do whatever I need to do. If it was a tool change or something like that, I could move the machine around, and then I just gotta redo my home, redo the home thing, and then I go back to 0, and it should put me right back here. So if I go return to 0, sweet. So now I can set up multiple jobs if I wanted to. If I wanted to cut out like a guitar or something, I could set my piece in here to be cut. It could do all the pickup cavities. I could change out a bit, and then I could go around the outside, do the outside profile. I'm looking to do that possibly today. We'll see. Not in any kind of professional form, more just testing from a few blocks of glued together plywood. But I do have some nicer wood that I do want to do it with, but I don't want to ruin it. So at the same time, I want to test out and make sure things are going to work, make sure I can go back to center, change a tool. So yeah, I may have to get that possibly going here in a little bit. So let's actually see. So if I was going to run a guitar today, and take the Z-axis, that's really bad. There we go. So yeah, remember to put your step size. It'd be nice if they had a Z-axis step size that was separate from the X and Y. And now whatever 0 I had is whacked out because it skipped. But I'm just going to browse a file here and see roughing pass on the guitar. See what happens. No, doesn't like that. So that's actually pickup cavities, but it didn't like my Z-axis because I didn't reset the 0, so it just skipped some more. It's not nice stuff to do to your machine. But that would be this section here. Cutting out here. Somewhere in there. Somewhere in this area. And we just lose the webcam. Let's see if we can get that fixed up. Lost the faceplate for it. Good thing it's a cheapo webcam. There we go. So that should work as long as I get my zeros right. I'll just pause that. I gotta cancel it, do I? I can't cancel? Why can't I cancel? Oh, I gotta unpause then cancel. And my camera stand here is a little bouncy, so I'll try and fix that. A little bit down. So this is kind of the hunk I was talking about. There's a big mess of glue in there, but this is one sheet of plywood from the top of a pallet. It came from a Home Depot bin. So I got enough room. I can screw it down in the corners, hold it down really well. I'm not expecting anything professional out of this, but it's something for me to be able to test the 1/4-inch end mills that I got, be able to test homing, be able to test the 0 point, and who knows, maybe I actually do get something half decent out of it, but I don't know, just a test, and that's why I'm using plywood crap or plywood scrap. And I got the furnace on, so there is more noise. That's probably what's going to happen later. May do a secondary hangout for that. I'm not really sure. Or just kind of wanted to test and make sure that the 0 all came back after sitting for a bunch of hours. I wasn't sure if it actually properly was saved. I had some problems saving with Carbide Motion last night, but Universal G-Code Sender works pretty good. That's saving these locations, so I think that's G54 or 55. I'm not really too sure, but P0 actually. So I got to look up what that what spot that references to. But it appears to be saving in P0. P1 with Carbide Motion, I wasn't able to save. It wouldn't persist. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure if the board on here it's not saving to the board properly, or those positions aren't in this version, or I'm not really too sure. I'll have to try a P1 in, actually we could probably do that. I'm just going to rehome the machine. Just so I get those zero issues sorted out. I gotta get this wiring issue sorted out. So I move the machine, it's a little bit different. Okay, so we're there. Now, so if I send command G10 L20 P1 X0 Y0 Z0, enter. It says it's okay. So now I should have two different spots. If I return to 0, okay, it puts me there. Okay, so it's saving as a P1? Interesting. Thought it was saving as a P0. Okay. Send it, I gotta understand how this works a little bit. G10, L20, P2, X0, Y0, Z0. Okay. Now, if I return to 0, we go to that one. Now if I give it a G55, and I return to 0, we go over there. So if I go and give it a G54 and return to 0, we go over there. I like it. Okay, I think I get it now. And Carbide Motion, new version, old version, was not saving these. I'm not sure why, but I was giving it the same commands. So that's pretty cool. Now I need to reset that that original 0. I'll get fairly close to the corner there. And then we'll do G10, L20, P1, X0, Y0, Z0. Enter. Okay. So turn to 0 goes there. I give it a G55. Return to 0 should come up here, or there, sorry. G54, enter, machine controlled, go to 0, back there. If I shut the machine off and you watch the router drop because these springs aren't good enough. We'll move it to random position. You probably shouldn't do that, or if you do it slowly. Probably hard on the PCB too, no? I think those steppers feed back. Let's see. Turn it back on. Push $X to unlock. Error, alarm lock. $, X. Unlock, okay. Machine control home. So yeah, if you're having problems getting homing to work, try Universal G-Code Sender. Excuse me. Okay, so my G54 should be down in the bottom corner. I will G54 it, and we will return to 0. Beautiful. Now if I G55, say I had a template up at that spot or something, that it was always locked into the, like I could have a vise or something placed into these, into my holders, and I could always have that corner of the vise be G55, where this would always be G54. So if I wanted to work with something in the vise, I could always center up at G55 every time, or same spot. And let's see, G55, did I do that? Yeah, I did. Machine control, return to 0. Boom, and now we're at the vise 0 or whatever. I like it. So, what I was hoping to do with this guitar today is possibly a little bit beyond what I originally stated, but let's move this guy out of the way a little bit. Basically, there's one roughing pass that will take out the pickup cavities, the neck pocket. There's a finishing pass, which I'm a little worried about, and I may have to change. I want to put a Hackaday logo in here, so let me grab a sticker. Okay, so it'll be a little bit bigger than that, but Hackaday logo that I want to engrave or inlay into this, and we'll fill that with the glow epoxy. Then I'll probably paint it black and sand that down so you can see it. But there's a finishing pass for this, but it includes some of the pickup cavities. The problem is I don't have a bit that will really do that very well. So to go into the pickup cavities without hitting it doesn't have the length. So I may have to redo my finishing pass to only include the logo, or skip the finishing pass and put the logo in after. So not really too sure. And then there's a third pass which goes out and cuts it out. So two different bits, same bit on the first and last pass, and then a finishing bit in the middle. I've got a 16th inch bit. I've got a 0.8 end mill. You guys want to get angry at me, but got a 0.8 millimeter, but it's conical. And then I've got a 3.2, and there's some points in here that I'd like to see points on. So the 16th inch one is probably the one to go with for the detail, but it's not long enough to get into the pickup cavities to do the finishing, so I'll need to change that. And yeah, it's just a bunch of Gorilla Glue. I mean, this isn't going to be perfect or anything close to it. It's just testing the router. But I need to get some food in me at some point here. I'm happy with the way this is homing, and now I can set up multiple 0 positions, turn the machine off, and come back to where I was. That makes me a very happy camper. nobody wanted to pop in, and nobody's really viewing, so I'm gonna hop off, and this will go live. And the upgrade for this machine has been ordered, so it's going to get a whole lot bigger, and then I can actually fit bigger things, like bigger guitar bodies, bigger than a Telecaster. And this template that I have isn't the body that I'm cutting out. It must have a couple different models or something going on, because I measured this up, and I measured this template against my PV, and it's not the same as the PV. So it looks like the one I'm cutting out is closer to the PV. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I'm out of here. I'm going to get some food, and maybe I'll come back after I've done a little bit more work on that finishing pass. So cheers.